pada sikumbili tuti tompiro, okay? Sawa.
Dr. Erik Hansen didn't speak Swahili before he moved to Kenya. In fact, he and his family never planned on living on the African continent at all.
My wife actually asked me when we were dating if I was going to be a long-term cross-cultural missionary, and I said no, and that was the right answer. So it was a little bit of a bait and switch. What brought us here 7 years ago was really God changing our heart.
The Hansens moved from Texas to Kenya, specifically to work at Kijabe Hospital, which is about an hour outside the capital city of Nairobi.
Where are things with you? Are you okay? Are you ready? Okay, so can we...
Hansen is the lead pediatric surgeon at Kijabe. By definition, he's a missionary doctor, but the definition is changing.
The model of the past, where mission hospitals were staffed almost exclusively by expatriate missionaries, is maybe relevant in some places, but increasingly not the best model. And I think that as we train, as the Kenyan staff here at Kijabe grows, half the physicians are African here.
Scrub team, we have Muredi, Francis, Kimani's here also, and then we have students. Okay.
If that means that in 10, 15, 20 years, I'm not needed here, that's fantastic. But if I am, that's fine too.
To better appreciate the services provided by these Christian hospitals, you just need to look at the numbers. For example, here in Kenya, 40% of the medical services are actually provided by these Christian hospitals.
If he were simply a surgeon, Hansen could perhaps treat hundreds of children each year, but as a teacher, the reach is far greater.
Training these people who will go out and train others, we're talking about tens of thousands of children. That's more than I could ever do in a lifetime. I think it's a great testimony to the love of Christ.
Well, we try to put the names of all the children next to over their heads, and just let them know that they're loved.
Every opportunity we get to care for someone is an opportunity to be love.
It's a sentiment shared by many at the hospital, including Chief Surgeon Dr. Peter Bird.
So I might be very good at taking appendix out, but someone like Mercy or other pastors are really good at just sharing the gospel. That's critical. You can't just be populating hell with all these people with excellent hernia repairs. You've got to be actually doing more than that.
Twice each day, doctors, staff, and patients have the opportunity to attend services at the campus chapel.
Because of what he did about 2,000 years ago, he's still speaking life to each and every one of us.
Still, the challenges here can be great. And there are everyday life challenges living abroad.
Hello.
The question is on the way.
Hello.
You know, we don't always have running water. That can be frustrating. Electricity is generally reliable.
Muredi. Hey, good morning.
What?
Do you know where the sugar is?
I put it over by the coffee machine, I thought.
Yeah.
There are days I think I could pack up and we could live a different life somewhere else.
Yeah.
But ultimately, we wouldn't trade this life for anything. Big picture, we're happy here. We have a sense of purpose, a sense of calling.
I think the challenges that we have here ultimately pale in comparison to the opportunities that we have.
There's the epiglottis, okay? It's a privilege to be able to operate on anybody. From a surgeon standpoint, it's a cool case. From the patient standpoint, we hope we can really help the child and the family. And then from a training standpoint, it's key.
Hansen and Bird could easily make 6 figures in their home countries.
Where I come from, Australia, there are many surgeons. They don't need another surgeon there, really.
Instead, they have chosen a different life, a different calling, with its own unique rewards.
Living here, we feel like we've hit the lottery.
It's about obedience, it's about, you know, love, hopefully response and love, and loving other people that are my trainees, but also my colleagues and also the patients. So let me say a prayer for Moby. God in heaven, we pray for your mercy. I thank you for the chance to take care of this child. I pray for your love and hand to guide us.